Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 of Steaua Bucharest. And today we face CS Mioveni. It's our last game before we go on our winter break. After this, we'll be back for February. And yeah, hopefully we can get a result today that will see us in a good place before we go break up for the winter. We're in 4th at the moment, 3 points off of Argus, but we do have an extra game to play, so we could join them on 32 points today. I haven't really said this too much, but thank you for supporting the series so far. I'm getting more comments than ever at the moment, which is always brilliant to see, and the likes as well are really good. Like, we're getting over 10 likes a video, which I was struggling to do before, so it's great to see that. Keep it going. And yeah, we're approaching 900 subs now. I think we're close to 880, so yeah, 900 is looking close, so we can't be far away from 1,000. It's looking really good at the moment. I'm really pleased with how things are going. Regarding this season, the rules aren't what they thought they were, or the format isn't what I thought it was. I thought it was you play 25 games, and then it splits and you play the 5 games against the top 6. That's not how it works. We've got one more game, which we play today, before we go on our winter break. When we come back, we'll only have 3 more. We face every team in this division once. That is it. And then after 19 games, it then splits. So after the split, if we're in the top 6, which hopefully will still be there, we're looking good. If we're in that top 6, we then play the other 5 teams in that top 6 twice. So 10 more games. And you retain all of your points as well. Previously, I think the points have been halved. But no, we keep all of our points. So it turns into like a championship group. If we're unlucky, if we do badly in our last few games and we drop out of the top 6, we then go into one of 2 relegation groups, and they're split, determined on which positions finish where. So I think you get like 7th, 9th, 11th and 13th or something like that. It's like, I think it like staggers them, so it's not, completely unfair. But then you only play each other one more time, so there's only 6 more games. And then the bottom 2 of each group then get relegated to the 3rd division, and the team that finishes 3rd from bottom in group goes into a relegation playoff. So yeah, it was not what I thought it was. I think, I was looking at previous seasons, hoping it would be the same. That's not the case. But yeah, we're looking good. It's very tight at the moment, but as it stands, we're in that top 6, and if we can stay there, then we will be in that championship group after our remaining 4 games. But we need to try and keep on top of what we're doing. So going back to last episode, we started off with our first Eternal Derby against Dinamo Bucharest. It was not a good one. We lost 5-1, but we were big underdogs. But, you never like losing 5-1 against anybody. But we did then bounce back and get a 3-1 win at home against Universitatea Cluj. We played 5 matches off camera. They were mostly good. We started off with a 1-1 draw at home against CSM Slatina. Thought we were slightly better in this one, so a bit disappointing to drop a couple of points. We conceded very early on Flueras with the goal inside a minute. Very early start to the game. They were in a very good start to the game for the away side. We equalised on 20 minutes. Malayele with, I think, his 2nd goal for us, the 18-year-old. I did think we were taking the lead. Razdan did score just before half-time, but it was disallowed. So we did drop a couple of points here. We could have won this one. I think we were better than them. They only had a couple of shots on target, so a bit disappointing in this one, really. Our next game was also at home. It was against Voluntari, who I think got promoted alongside us from the 3rd division. We won this 2-0. Similar stats. We had more possession, but shots were about the same, but our XG much better. We were, much more clear-cut with our chances. Vadrari with both goals here from left-back. He scored on the 8th minute early on, and then converted a penalty deep into stoppage time in the 94th minute to double our lead. Other than him, we were okay. We defended very well, got a clean sheet, but going forward, just not seeing enough from our attacking players here. Gela played up front here because Malayele was in need of a rest. So, yeah, it didn't quite go as well in terms of our attacking players, but luckily, goals came from defence. So, he kind of got us out of jail there. Then this happened. I got FM'd beyond belief. 1-0 defeat against Dinari. They had 1 shot. We had 17. Didn't score. And they scored in the 89th minute. I felt sick after this. They literally scored with their only shot. We had 67% possession, 91% pass completion. Our XG wasn't that high. It was 1. We could have scored and should have scored. We should have won this game. But they get 1 shot and they take it and they smash and grab a 1-0 win. I'm disgusted. Then it was a 2-1 win at home against Concordia. I'm going to say, it looks like it's like China. Yeah, 2-1 here against Concordia. Razdan and Ispas with the goals in the first half, and Bodicianu got a consolation for them. Pulled them back into the game just before the hour. Couldn't get that equalising goal. We held on for the 2-1 win. And then it was a good 3-1 win away against Metaloglobus Bucharest, another Bucharest side. 3-1 away from home. Great performance here from everyone pretty much. Really good team performance. Zahari with a goal on 29 minutes to give us a 1-0 lead. We were then pegged back as Popescu equalised for the home side. 3 minutes into the second half, Tudor scored. Had a second goal. Had the ball in the net a second time later on, but that was disallowed. Zahari did get the third goal. That was on 72 minutes. Yeah, good performance here. XG was much higher. We were good with our chances. We were more clinical. It was a good performance. Very good performance. So yeah, we have Mioveni today. That's our game. We've got a few friendlies in the winter break just before we come back for our last 3 games. We've got Gloria Bazau, Universitat Craiova and Ottelu Galaci in our final 3 games. Hopefully by that time we will still be in the top 6, so we can get into that championship group, maybe get a chance of a back-to-back promotion. We'll wait and see how things go, but you know, I want to try and avoid the relegation group if I can, because it's still very, very close. There's not a lot of points separating these teams, so yeah, I don't really want to be involved in that at all, because you know, if we finish high in that group, we probably won't get relegated, but if there's a chance we could be, I want to avoid it if I can. And hopefully in January as well, we can maybe get some players to help us along, because I think we could probably do with some better under 18 players. Malele is okay. Geles, I don't think he's quite good enough for us. He's got 2.5 stars. I think he was at 2, so he's doing better than he started here. Hopefully in January we can get some new signings in as well, because I think we are going to need some better under 18 players. And I think midfield, it's okay, but you know, the ratings aren't good. Kostas and Raiju both 2 stars. I think we can improve on them. So I think we'll try and get in a central midfielder if I can. And we're also going to need another backup goalkeeper. Bordianu's unhappy because he hasn't played at all for us really. So he wants to leave, which I think we're going to allow him to. So we're going to try and get another goalkeeper in January. Hopefully one that's a bit more experienced and that can come on if Mushat, you know, doesn't do well. He's actually doubtful today. I think we'll play him. He's got a thigh issue, but I think he's going to be fit enough to play. But yeah, January we'll try and get some new players in. So this is how we set up in our last game. We did change things a little bit, putting Malele into that central attacking midfield role, which is where his parent club want him to play. Passionel was dropped to the bench. I think we'll try it again today and see if we can get something better from it. Mushat is going to be fit to play. That's fine. Everyone's playing well. The form's good, so no one that I really need to drop. So I'm pleased with that. And the bench is fine. I'll just bring on Nichu. I shall bring on Nikolai in place of Bordianu, because I don't really like putting goalkeepers on benches when I've only got 7 subs. But it is very cold today. I don't know if you can see behind me out the window, but it is snowing because I'm in Kent and we've got Storm Darcy, I believe it's called. So yeah, things are a little bit snowy here. But let's see how we do in this game. Whoa, it's a 1-0 lead for Mioveni. 5th minute in. Pachorka fired it in. I was too busy talking about the weather outside. And then this happened. It was a good finish. Like, he turned and he shot and he beat the goalkeeper. Not a lot else I can say, really. Wallace puts it up to Zaharia. Here's Kostas to Partheon, who's playing at right back. He wanted some chances. I've given them to him and he's been okay. So he's staying there for now. We've got Kalancharu. Betcher can play there as well. So we're pretty good for right back. But let's see if we can get a chance from this here. Malele to Tudor. Here is Ispas, who's gone for goal. Didn't quite get that right. But it's a shot. Throw in for Mioveni. Here's Carlin. Or Charlin. Again, I need to work out some pronunciations as Pachurka has a header, but it's over. Okay, half-time. It has not been a good first half. It's probably been some of the worst we've played so far, apart from the cup game. That was pretty awful. So I think we need to have a bit of a go at them there. We're going to thrash arms. No, we're going to point the finger. We're going to say, show me something else in the second half, because that was a poor first half. That was a very poor first half. Okay, so we've gone with slightly more urgent intensity, just a bit more intensity out there, and we're going to get stuck in. I'm going to bring Malele in between the midfielders, try and get that midfield back, because that's where we've been, you know, struggling today. We just haven't controlled the game. We're going to ask them to fire up, and let's see if we can get back into this game, because we haven't really looked like scoring so far. We had one shot that went wide, And that's all we've seen, really. So hopefully the second half will be better, as Zaharia gives it straight to the opposition. That was a terrible pass. And here's Massaro. And he's sent through Carlin here. This is going to be 2-0. Oh, it's not. I don't know where he was going. He went to the left for some reason. Right, we're going to demand more. This is not going well. Let's attack. We've had 2 shots in this game, and that's all. It really hasn't been good. Here's Zaharia to Maleele and Ispas, and there we go. Took a while, but we're into the game. It's been... It doesn't feel like we really turned up for the first half. But 62 minutes, we equalise. It's 1-1. Hopefully we can get on and maybe get a win here now. There's Maleele to Ispas. First time shot into the goal, about 6 or 7 yards out. 1-1. More of that, please. Not going to do a shout, though, because I don't want to ruin it. But let's make some changes, because we haven't really looked good today. So Zaharia is going to be replaced by Rajdan, and Passionel is going to come on for Kostas. And we're going to put Passionel up behind Ispas, go back to that 4-2-3-1. Tudor's not been good either. It's been a poor performance today. Final minute of normal time here. Kiva on the ball for Miaveni. And here's Lungu. Goes backwards to the defender. Wallace wins the header. Here's Maleele and Tudor. And he's found Ispas. That's a good ball. Can Ispas control it? And can he get it into the goal? It's a good save by Popescu. That's our best chance so far, apart from the goal. We've got a corner from it. Can we score from this? We don't get set-piece goals that often, but here's Vidrariu on the ball. I don't know why he's time wasting. I want to win here. I haven't got time wasting on. It's headed away by Jakob. And here is Marin. And this could be a counter-attack. It's 3 versus 2 here. Paturka. Okay, hasn't resulted in a goal. But it looks like it's going to end 1 goal apiece. Away from home, that's okay. But we really didn't play well in this game. I wasn't happy with the performance. The first half just wasn't good enough. Ispas is demotivated. He did well. Like, he scored. So... proud of the equalising goal. Okay, that's not really helped that too much. But yeah, I wasn't happy with playmaking, I'll say that. First half just wasn't good enough. And we had a chance there to join Argish at the top. We haven't done it. We're on 30 points now. We are 2 clear in the championship group. But with 3 games to go, it's still very, very tight. Very close. You've got 4 points separating the top 7. So things are very, very tight. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing performance there. As I said at the start of the season, draws away from home I don't mind too much, as long as we actually play well. But that first half just wasn't good enough. So now we're on our winter break. We don't have a league game now until the 26th of February. So we'll see what happens in that, mid-season break. There's some friendlies in there. And yeah, as I mentioned with transfers, there will maybe be some players brought in. I think we'll get another goalkeeper to replace Bordianu. Try and improve this midfield and see if we can get some good under 18 players as well that we can play, because Maleele is alright. Geller, I'm not sure is quite ready, but we'll see who else we can bring in to maybe feature. Maybe try and get one in defence so we have an option to put there as well. But yeah, it's been a good season so far. We're doing well. We're in 3rd. Some silly defeats. I mean, we've got FM'd against Dunaria and Politimishura as well. We lost that one. That was our first league defeat in not quite a calendar year. It was 364 days. But yeah, next time we'll come back for Glory at Bazal. And what I think we'll do is we'll play all 3 of these games off camera. So next video, which will be Tuesday, we'll play Glory at Bazal. And then the final video, or the video after that, we'll face the last 2 teams, Craiova and Galaci, to see if we can finish inside the top 6. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. And next time we'll come back for the first of our final 3 games before we split. And hopefully by that time we'll be in that championship group. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.